On behalf of the Blue Letter Bible team, it's a privilege today to announce our newest course on the Blue Letter Bible Institute. We've been partnering with the Truth Exchange Ministry and Dr. Peter Jones to provide an introductory course on Worldview Evangelism. The culture today is attacking the biblical view of Creator and His creation. This course will use terms such as oneism and twoism. Oneism is the belief that all things are distilled down into one, that there's no distinction between Creator and creation. It's an enhancement of the lie that was told in the garden, where if we ate of the forbidden fruit, we would become like God. Now we're told that we will become God. Twoism is the biblical view, that there is a sovereign Creator and a fallen creation. And within that, the gospel, that Jesus Christ has come to redeem sinners. We believe this course will help you to defend the biblical viewpoint and also to proclaim the gospel. It crosses denominational lines. It helps you to proclaim the gospel in today's culture. There's a short promotional video that we invite you to view, and we hope it'll entice you to enroll in the course today. Thank you.
The problems that we see in society result from a worship issue.
Either you're worshiping the nature and you're just trusting yourself and thinking you are everything, or you're worshiping the Creator.
In fact, what they've done is they have rejected the Creator in favor of the creation.
Ultimately, where they end up is in the culture approving what the Bible calls unrighteous behavior.
All over the world, people are exchanging the truth of God for a lie, mistaking the Creator for creation.
When you see movements like feminism or the radical homosexuality movement or the radical environmentalist movement, these are just symptoms of a deeper underlying problem. The problem is the worldview.
We have to penetrate through that to discover the Bible's basic worldview. Is there a coherent worldview behind all the different verses we cite to each other?
There's only really two religions. There's only two worldviews. There's only two ways of approaching life, and that is oneism or twoism.
Oneism is the view that all is one. Ultimately, there is no distinction between the Creator and His creation.
If it's oneist, it's about me, my life, what satisfies me, what feels right, what makes me feel good, what I feel is in the best interest of society or my family or my own life. There's not an external God to whom I have to answer.
Homosexuality, heterosexuality, gender issues, private property, my property versus your property, all those different types of categories become erased.
This leads to a change in ethics, all sorts of behaviors that do not promote human flourishing.
Feminism, socialism, Marxism.
Spiritual experiences with the occult.
It's a self-creating circle. The only hope you have is what you do. You sort of save yourself.
Twoism is biblical Christianity.
The onist-twoist paradigm gives you a brilliant, simple inroad to saying, look, there is only two views of reality.
We understand from Romans chapter 1 that there is a God and He is distinct from and sovereign over His creation.
There's either one, everything and everyone is God. There's only one ultimate reality where all distinctions finally break down, or there is two.
Realizing that the Creator is above and beyond the creation and has a unique power to change us from the inside out, that just changed everything. I saw sins die in my life. I saw sanctification happen. I saw Christ-likeness begin to happen to me.
What we're finding is that the message of Truth Exchange, of drawing this distinction between oneism and twoism, that provides a framework for Christians around the globe to be able to understand the shifts in the culture.
What Truth Exchange did was to really highlight the contrast between where the culture was going religiously and where Christ calls us to go in His Word, what the biblical worldview really is.
The word choice, the vocabulary that Truth Exchange uses actually enhances the gospel message in the way it's understood in the cultural context.
Truth Exchange allows us to analyze the culture, our own lives, and our churches in a way that moves the ball for the gospel.
The message of Truth Exchange is simple enough for any Christian to understand, and in fact will be profoundly helpful for anyone who lives in a onist world, as we all do.
But at the same time, it doesn't have this kind of wartime mentality of let's just go and destroy all the paganism, as much as let's love people out of paganism. Let's show them the gospel of twoism in a way that is welcoming and warm and winsome and inviting, and shows them the alternative of twoism in an attractive way.
I'm really excited about the direction in which this organization is going. I feel like we have got our finger on the pulse of culture as an organization.
This is the only ministry I know of that is explaining what is going on in our culture in extremely clear terms to equip Christians to operate and to thrive in this culture as we try to fulfill the Great Commission.
I really can't think of another organization that's approaching things on this level and bringing people together in the same way to accomplish this so holistically, so I wholeheartedly commend the work of Truth Exchange.
With what Truth Exchange is about, which is an undiluted gospel, and packaging that in a way that makes sense to culture now, to see where that goes in the future through Truth Exchange, to me, the sky's the limit. I have no doubt in my mind that, like Gamaliel says in Acts, that if this is of God, there's just no stopping it.